Hello. Happy Thanksgiving. Hold on, let me put my glasses on. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm just waiting for people to come into the live. We're trying to have a little bit of fun today. As a matter of fact, while we are waiting, make sure you guys go and stream Unbelievable by myself and Robert Curry. Just making sure we have enough light in here. Yes, happy Thanksgiving. I am currently in the process of cooking. Rich Long is still, he's still in prison. But I did speak to him this morning. And, he's in good spirits. I'm not going to stay on too long, but while we're waiting for people to get in here, I'm just going to... My hot nanny rapping that pop. I don't care what you got my goals in that kill shot. Rocky wouldn't give them down, so you know that I'm so unbelievable. All right, let's start that over. Yes, this is Unbelievable by myself and Robert Curry of Day 26. So we're just gonna just writing my notes. We're gonna figure this one out, guys. We're gonna figure out who framed Rich Long. Knock, 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 do you hear the door? I'm coming in, I'm coming hot. Daddy rapping that pop. I don't care what you got my goals in that jail shot. Rocky wouldn't give them down, so you know that I'm so Who already ate? Yes, who's cooking? Who framed Rich Long? Nobody easy, believe me. All the way child is a lesson learned. Just let it fire and just let it burn. Not my side. All right now. Yes, all right now. This is your girl, Queen Muhammad. I'm the CEO and founder of Pop Records. You can check us out at www.maddpop.com. I am also Well, not myself, but my company, maddpop, is also Rich Long's manager. So we just want to just continue to come to you guys. Let me get my speaker out the way here. That's my speakers here. Just want to come to you. Well, that one's not out the way, but anyway, and just we want to do something fun for the holiday. Since Rich Long is not here, hopefully, prayerfully, he'll be out next month. But we want to figure out who framed Rich Long. This is very serious. And, well, this is not serious. This is actually just silly and goofing around. But the circumstances are very serious. So let's start at the beginning. Who do you guys think framed Rich Long? We have some suspects. We have the shady landlord. And that is this guy here. And I hope you guys are continuing to report this guy. We've been talking to so many people, even up to the mayor's office. So, because that's what we should be doing. We see other people in way worse situations are now in with the who's who. So we need to be with the who's who as well. And that's the only thing we were saying. Because Rich Long has not done anything but be the victim of harassment and bullying and the target of lies. Okay, let me fix my top. Guys. All right. So we have the shady landlord. Now, how he ties into play, he was kind of like the last. Let's actually start from the beginning, because we're not going to start from the top. We're not going to start from the bottom. We're going to start from the top. Karen. Karen is the one who falsely called the police on Rich. So we have a false police report. Okay. Which we have not yet heard or saw a police report on. But we know it was false because we all know that if they had anything on Rich, they would not hesitate to throw the book at him. Okay? So that was a false police report. And Rich feels like that started a whole bunch of chaos in his life. Within a week later, he was in handcuffs. Okay? Now, second suspect is we have a black girl with D'Angelo braids. It's funny. Black girl, I'm writing this down, with D'Angelo braids. It's funny, but that's the truth. Now, this girl ties in because she was talking to Karen when Karen called the cops on Rich. Okay? And she also was with the shooter in the police video, basically pointing out our house. So you can go see that. Go to the video, if you just go back, and the video where we say about the email, Rich got that email. In the email, it's a link. It's a YouTube link. The actual shooter is online. You'll be able to see that. And the person that was with him, you'll see her as well. And she was right there with Karen. So that's why we say Karen and her goons. of coons. Okay. D'Angelo braids. Okay. She ties in, she was with Karen, and then she was with the shooter pointing out our residence. Okay. All right. This is how we have gotten tricked, Black folks. Karen, you know, they can, what? But we've always been that. But anyway, so then we have neighbor. This neighbor, when Karen makes a false police report, goes to comfort Karen. And then a day or two later, that is the neighbor who put his hands on Rich Long. And subsequently after that, immediately, what we believe went to the police. And that's how Rich got set up. Okay? Now, so we're just going to put like a little piece of cheese next to this guy. Okay? So, we have, now we're down to neighbors who assaulted Rich. And I know he was assaulted because he was calling for me for help. And when I came to help, they ran to the police department. Allegedly, was what Rich believes. Because the events after that got very firearmy. Okay? So then we have incident number 1 with the gunman. Okay? Like I said, we saw gunman with D'Angelo Braid's girl that was with Karen, the Karen that called the cops, that ran up to the neighbor, that put his hands on Rich, and now with the gunman that was with Karen, with the black girl with the D'Angelo braid. So see how it just all go around in the circle? Okay, so now the gunman comes, knocks on the door. This is the mysterious knock. My dog, oh goodness, he thinking something real. This is how realistic this reenactment is. Knock at the door. Who in here calls somebody a B? Now my teenage son answers the door. This is how silly this plan gets. Okay. So Rich, approaches or whatever. And you can see from the police video what happened from there. And like I said, you can go view that. And go back to that video right here on this channel. And the video about the mysterious email. This is a mystery, guys. That's why we have to solve this. All over the internet, it's we the people who are solving half of this stuff. So we have to put our minds together and get everything we need. Okay. That's day 1. Day 2, the next day, gunman comes back again. Now, gunman goes straight to the agent store owners. That's how they tie in. Agent store owners. And talk to them before they pretty much point Rich out. We're sitting in a car at this point in time. Okay? So we're not saying, this is all allegedly. We're not saying any of these people are involved. This is all allegedly. But we're saying free Rich. That's all we're saying. For real, for real. Okay, agent store owners, they because none of these people have been affected. None of these people had to miss any time away from their family, any holidays, anything. So we just want to make sure that his voice is heard in all of this nonsense. Okay, so gunman goes to this store, which we showed you those people outside harassing Rich as he's passing by. And that is the same store owner that leaned into Rich's car and smiled. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe he had I don't know. He's more than meets the eye. I just go in there for noodles and things, and I pay my tab. So I didn't know that I was smack dab in the middle of You know, enemy of the state. I guess not, you know. Okay. So they tie in, they harassing. This is them outside the store. But the block has cameras up and down. So this is harassment when you're doing this. Because my thing is you could just look at from the back. But Rich never went into their stores. See, any type of any negative encounter they may have had, his remedy for that, his mature remedy for that was to not visit their establishments again. But that was not enough. They had to have the last word on whatever. And this is where's them outside the store. See, my thing is, all you have to do is run a week worth of footage on this block, and we will see clear as day who was the antagonizers, who were, but they'll never do that because it's easier to target a black man. Okay, so we have that. Asian store owners, harassment. Then we have, let's see, where are we at? Landlord. Okay, now the landlord is tying in. And then we have the downstairs neighbor. Okay, so we have, these are all the suspects from Karen. This is the like basically the whole block on against one person. Okay, so we have the downstairs neighbor. This downstairs neighbor is the one who came up to Rich and tried to publicly buck break him, and also, well, I'm not even gonna go into that. We'll talk about that offline. But anyway, you know, still harassing me. So, like, you know, this guy has lost his daggone mind. But this is the neighbor who actually came up to Rich and approached him in the middle of the street, trying to check him about me, and I had just moved here, so I don't know these people. That's what I'm saying. It's like wayward pines around here. These people are lunatics, and they're trying to point the finger at an innocent black man, and we're trying to get this story out. Okay, so we have Karen, black girl with D'Angelo braids, talking to Karen. We should draw this out, and then we have. Last but not least, we don't even know if the police is in on it. So that's it's like a long 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different people, groups on one block. Now, mind you, on this block, I told you it's Latino people on here as well. You don't even see them, hear them in this whole scenario. We have to figure out who do you think framed Rich Long? See, like down the list, maybe about right where the gunman comes in is where they just want to focus, because we know our lives. Where did this come from? This is like, who sent you? So this is what, you know, they want us to focus right there on that and that alone. But just say, okay, we're not in no beef, we're not in no gang. What is who sent? You know, so they don't want us to go anywhere past that. And that's where every time we try to go past that, we get, you know, Rich is, you know, locked up. And then after all of this, all of that has happened. Okay, now after all of this has happened to Rich, the Philadelphia Police Department thought it was befitting to now bust up in his home with a battering ram, bust through the doors, break the locks, and drag him out in the street. We have not yet to this day have seen a warrant. So this is what I'm saying. What did Rich do wrong here to have all of this, the entire block target one person, and then when called for help, because he did try to call the police for help, being laughed and mocked at, which he has on recording. So my thing is, who do you think is to blame? We're not saying anybody is to blame. We're not blaming any of these people. We just say these are the suspects. These are the suspects, and these are the ways that we're giving you how they are suspects in who framed Rich Long. Rich Long is an innocent man who has now spent 2+ months in solitary confinement, just got out of solitary confinement on on Veterans Day. Thank you. You know, had to miss my birthday, had to miss the holidays for what? What is the crime? So that's it, guys. I just wanted to come to you guys real quickly. I gave you all of the usual suspects in one video, so that way you know exactly what's going on. And I'm just going to close out with a quote. Well, not really a quote. This is your... Oh, excuse me, my phone is loud. Let me take this out. Not really a quote, but something I really liked, and I reposted it. My Instagram page is Mama Bear Queen 215, and you can go over there. But I posted about Meek Mill. He posted yesterday, and this was his caption, because he was talking about, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, he was talking about a man who pleaded guilty to R word, and of 4 teenagers will avoid prison time after a New York State judge said time behind bars would be inappropriate for him. So Meek Mill said, he posted that, and he said, it's clear to see that the system is totally designed to destroy Black and brown people. TV programming can't hide it anymore. I don't believe in nothing I was taught in history from public school anymore. Now I'm educated. The system is the second stage of slavery, and the government fully understands the damage it does to our people not having money and incarcerating most of us. I was so caught up in trying to overcome poverty and the streets, I never noticed how deep the system really is. Pay attention. That was Meek Mill, posted yesterday, and shout out to him, fellow Philly guy. It runs deep, guys. Keep your eyes open, pay attention. Please continue to donate. Rich is still locked up. We need all of the help we can get. Oh, we forgot about that. The lawyers. You know what? I'm going to do a part 2 to this. I'm going to leave it at then, and then we're going to deep dive into this some more. Okay? So give me, I would say, about a little bit later in the day, and I will be coming back with a part 2. All right?